Good morning, everybody. This is Mark Solomon, your financial guide for special needs families. How are you today? I hope you guys are having a great day. Look, today we got another great subject. Last week we got down and dirty with the budget. First thing to start off the year, best thing to start off the year. Why? Because now you're hitting the ground running, got your calendar with all your bills and payments, and everything is scheduled, and you know where your incomes are, you know where your outgoes are, and you know where your savings is. Awesome. So now we're going to talk about this another great subject that's kind of go hand in hand with your budget, how to save for your special needs child. How do you, as little or as much as you can, as often as you can. Actually, the first thing that you do should be savings. We've talked about that, right? Pay yourself first. So let's get going with it. My name is Mark Solomon, your financial guide for special needs families, bringing you simple ideas and strategies to help lower your financial pressures today so you can get back to what's most important, taking care of your family. Now, look, I understand the budget was scary and people don't like it. Savings is like, how do I save? I don't know where all the money's going. Well, that's what the budget was for. But how can I save? I never have any extra money. It's because you try to save after you spend and pay your bills. Because if you're spending first, we always overspend. Tell me anytime you've gone to the grocery store, to Target, to Walmart, to the mall, to any store, and only bought the thing that you went there to get. I'm waiting. I should have a cricket noise thing that makes cricket sounds because that's what I think I hear. Okay, one person said I do. Why? I bet they write a list. I bet they write a list. That's how you do that. You want to make sure no matter where you go, clothes shopping, shoe shopping, food shopping, manure shopping, whatever you're doing, write it down, have it on your phone, look at it on a piece of paper so that you know that is only what you're buying. And you got to yourself every time you, oh, well, that magazine, or oh, I want some gum, or no. If you didn't think about it before you left and you didn't write it down, you don't buy it. And that's a big discipline. That's the main thing in savings is disciplining yourself. And the other side of that discipline is making sure you pay yourself first. And in this case, you pay your child first. You pay to their future first, just like you're doing with your 401k or your 403b or your 457 or your deferred comp program, whatever it's called at work. Your Roth IRA, your traditional IRA, your SEP IRA, whatever you're using to save money for the future, you got to do it first. If you don't do it first, you'll never get it done. It's like it's just like the only way to make the money grow is to get it in as soon as you can. If you wait, you missed an opportunity and it will never be the same. So the sooner you get it in, the better it's going to be. So your first bill at the beginning of every month is going to be your savings for yourself and your children. And you're like, well, how much do I pay? I don't know. We did our budget last month or last week. And if you didn't do it and you need help, down below, consultwithmark@yahoo.com is an email that you can send us a message, send us a private message, send us a message below in the comments, or you hit our calendar link and you set an appointment, a free consult to do what we love to do is help you get your budget organized. I'm not going to swear to the Lord, but I'm going to say I can almost with 100% guarantee you I can find $200 to $500 in every person's budget. Even if you're on SSI, I can find money for you to save. So that being said, I know, oh, I don't believe you. Well, let's have an appointment. Let me show you because it has happened. Oh, when I was a financial professional for over a decade, every time I sat with someone that did a budget, we found hundreds, if not over $1,000 a month that was leaking out of their checkbook every month. Why? Because you just use that one account for everything, emergencies and everything. Of course, you're never going to have money to save in there. That's why you got to separate it into certain accounts. So let's get started. How do you save? This is what you do. You got your budget together. And at the end of the month, after paying all your bills, there should be a surplus. And if there's not, then let's work on your budget. But What you do is you pay yourself first. If you look, I would say at the very least, if you want to accumulate money for yourself and your children over the long haul, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, even 35 years, depending on your age and their age, at least $50 a month, every month, automatic in each account. I don't care how many accounts it is. Every month, automatic. You don't think about it, it grows. People go, $50 doesn't sound like a lot. Well, if you put it in a growth fund, let's say you're saving in a mutual fund or you're saving in a portfolio or and those are the vehicles that you put your money in. So it drives into the future in your 401k, your 453b, all that stuff, right? And if you're getting between 10, you can get 12% in thousands of places. But if it's in a growth or aggressive growth fund, usually over the long haul, it gets somewhere around 12%. Even the S&P 500 has averaged 10% over 80, 85 years, okay, since they've been monitoring it. So 12%, 20 years. I guarantee somewhere around $50 a month in 20 years will be $50,000. Well, Mark, that doesn't sound like a lot of money. Yeah, but that's 20 years. And then it's going to compound and keep going as you keep adding. So if you're like, well, that's not enough. Well, let's find a way to put 100, 150, 200, 300, 500, $1,000 away a month. Because after 20 years at 12%, you can multiply that number by 1,000. You just plug it in, multiply by 1,000, and that's within a general idea of what you could have. Of course, this isn't advice. I'm not licensed anymore, but I'm going on my experience and being tapped into what's going on. Okay. I know this can help you. And what? Okay, if it wasn't 50,000, it was 35,000. You're going to sue me? That's $35,000 you had that you didn't have. It's better than zero. It's better than what you're doing right now, right? Come on. You guys can do this. Discipline. And if you make it automatic right out of your bank account every month into a vehicle for, able account for your special needs child, maybe college funds or like a child IRA for your other kids or a college fund into your Roth IRA. Break it up, figure out what's most important to you. But if you could do 100 in 20 years, you would have somewhere around 100 grand in that account. And then exponentially, it's going to grow over the next 20 years, maybe triple, because you're still saving and it's compounding. Compound interest works that way. And so that's how you can do that. Start now. That's the most important thing. Start now, be disciplined, and it will grow. Even if you're not getting anything but 3, 4 to 5% in a bond fund or something that's conservative because you just want to keep up with inflation, right? Even if you're doing that at 3%, okay, your money, a lump sum amount of money, right, will double in 24 years. If you put $10,000 away at 3%, in 24 years, it'll be 20 grand if you didn't touch it. But if you're adding to it, it's going to be exponential, even at 3%. So if you want to stay ahead of inflation and always have the amount of money in the marketplace that has the same value as it has today, got to get at least 3% or more. We know inflation's been ridiculous the last 4 years. 4 years. Anyway, right? So this is how you help yourself and help your special needs child. Because what? As special needs parents, I have twin autistic sons who are 25 years old, my wife and I. The last thing I want is to be gone and they have no money or they don't have enough money. And then they become wards of the state. And then they're in some institution where they feed them the worst food, they have the worst conditions, and they're not happy and they don't have they're in despair and depression. I don't want that. You don't want that. So we want to make sure our children are best taken care of after we're gone. And the best way to do that is start saving now. Able account, $50 a month. Just do it. Don't ask, just do it. Oh, but they take the money after they die. Maybe, but it's after the age of 55. If they get past 55. I just read it again. We can read it again together if you want. But even if they did take it beforehand, so what? While they were alive, they had a better quality of life. They had $10, $15, $20,000 in their ABLE account, helping them supplement their income, paying their expenses, using for vacations, buying necessary electronics or necessary gear, co-pays, whatever you need to use it for. And if you're their guardian and your car breaks down, you know that the money can be used from there. Emergency fund, it's a great thing. And then you can start a savings account outside to start saving enough for a special needs trust, or in the ABLE account, that money can be used for that. There's so many different things you can do and could do and honestly should do if you want to secure your child's future. Okay, let's recap real quick. Okay, you can see I'm passionate about this, right? Last week we did budget, and the budget helps you see where all your money is. It's on your calendar. You see where all your kids' appointments and activities are. Now you can see where all your monies come in and go out and all your bills every month. And by doing that, you are in control. And when you're in control, you're going to want to make sure you hold on to as much of that money as possible. So one of the best strategies is, no matter where you're going, always write down what you're going to get and never deviate unless it's an emergency or your brain went out of your head and you forgot something that you definitely need. Like in our house, bananas. I don't know. Sometimes I forget to write bananas on the list, but we always need them. So, but that's only a couple of bucks. I'm not talking about, ooh, that sweater's 45 from 92. No, that's not okay. Bananas, okay. Apples, okay. A $50 sweater because you think it looks nice? No, that wasn't on your list. You were getting shoes for your child, not a sweater for you. I'm sorry that sounds harsh, but that's kind of what I'm talking about. Discipline. Savings takes discipline. Budgeting takes discipline. It sounds like an ugly word, but discipline's a good thing. We do it when we exercise. We stay disciplined on an exercise program. We stay disciplined and make sure that we go to work and we come home. We stay disciplined and make sure we take care of our children as best we can, make sure they have the best life possible, right? So let's get disciplined about savings, and you and your child will have a better and more secure future, and you will feel better. And you also can pay your bills down faster and your debt and all that stuff. That's more stuff we're going to talk about. But as far as savings go, ABLE account, very important. We talk about special needs trust later, but savings, we're just talking about strict savings. You can start a Roth IRA or a traditional IRA outside of your work. Right? And if you're not working, you're on SSI, let's talk about what you can save. Even $10 saves better than zero. Remember that. Anything is better than zero. So, hey guys, thank you so much for coming in today. I hope you found this valuable. I hope you can see my passion for it and how important it really is for you guys to just start thinking about it and divide. I know we're busy. So let's help you however we can. Set a complimentary consultation right now, calendar link below. Leave us a message, send us an email, consultwithmark@yahoo.com. One word, consultwithmark@yahoo.com. So thank you so much for being here. God bless you all. Have a great rest of your week and a beautiful weekend. We love you. Oh, in California, just to let you know, we're safe. As far as the fires go, we're okay. For all of those who are watching this in California that had a hard time, God bless you all. We hope it all goes away soon. Thank you so much. God bless you guys again. Have a blessed rest of your week. This has been Mark Solomon, your financial guide for special needs families, bringing you simple ideas and strategies to help lower your financial pressures today so you guys can get back to what's most important, taking care of your family. Thank you again. God bless you, and we will see you again real soon. Bye-bye.